In this video, I'll be going over 3 ways that you might be doing your outreach wrong. And if it's the case that you're not booking enough meetings, you're not signing enough clients for your marketing agency, then make sure you watch every single one of these tips, because if not, it could be the reason why you're not booking enough meetings, you're not signing enough clients, or you're not scaling as fast as you want. So we've booked hundreds or even thousands of meetings at this point for ourselves or for our clients. And what I've really done is just distill 3 easy fixes that you can make where you'll get much higher returns with a lot less work in a lot less time. So if you don't know who I am, my name's Ethan Welby. I'm the founder of ETL Digital. We help marketing agencies scale up by building out client acquisition machines. So the first way that you might be doing outreach wrong is sending scheduling links instead of offering times. Now what this looks like on a practical level is that when someone responds positively to your email, to your outreach, they want to hear more, they want to get started, they want to book a call. If you reply by sending a scheduling link, for example, sending your Calendly or sending them to your website, it's adding way too much friction between them expressing interest and actually booking a call. And the mindset to adopt when we're doing outreach, when we're doing appointment setting, is to make it as easy as humanly possible for a prospect to say that they're interested and book a call. So by sending them to a website and making them click this button, that button, answer this question, do all this stuff, they're probably just going to get bored and do something else. They're going to get a notification, their doorbell's going to ring, their kid's going to come home from school, and they forget about you in the next 3 seconds. So what we want to do is make it easy, like I said. So the best solution is to offer times. So when someone responds positively and they say, yep, I'm interested, I want to hear more, I want to get onto a call, what you want to do is say this message. So keep it simple and end off your emails by just offering 3 times in their time zone and see if they're available. So what this would look like is at the end of the email, all you do is ask them, would they be available at Friday at this time zone, and offer 3 times. So it could be something like, would you be available on Friday at 2 p.m., 4 p.m. or 7:30 EST for a quick chat? Then all they need to do is pick one of them or give a time that they want, and you can book them into your Calendly manually. So what you want to do is, instead of making a calendar event in Google Calendar, something like that, what you want to do is put their name, put their details, and put their email into your Calendly. So what this does is it allows you to send your notifications to them before the event. So with Google Calendar, you won't get much customization. With Calendly, what you can do is in the messages leading up to the call, you can actually put case studies. You can actually put results and information, value, that they can see before the call, and it's going to allow you to make the sale a lot more easily. The second mistake that I see most agencies making is using hard call to actions. Now, the first thing I do for my consulting clients is review their outreach, review their scripts. And what I always see are people ending their emails, ending their messages with big asks. So it's something like, on the first email, on the first cold email, they end it off with, would you be available for a call tomorrow? And now the problem with that is it's asking for too much. The same way you wouldn't ask someone to marry you on day 1 or move in with you on day 1 is the same way you can't make a big ask for these high-level CEOs and decision makers to get onto a call. Firstly, they don't know who you are. And secondly, they're incredibly scarce with their time. So our goal is to just sell the next step. All we want to do is provide more value and allow them to trust us even more before booking a call. So what this practically looks like is at the end of your emails, at the end of your outreach, what you want to do is offer more information, right? So it would go something like, hey John, hope you're doing great. We help this brand to do this. Would you be open to me sending some more information on how we could do this for you? Then, like we said in the first point, we need to make it as easy as possible for them. So all they need to do is say yes. They don't have to think about it. They don't have to put in the email. They just say yes. And then what it allows you to do is, in your response to that, you can use what I call the mini pitch. And it's a pre-written message that just sells them on your service, and you never have to come up with it, right? It's pre-written, so it's completely templatized. You can just copy and paste it for every single response. And this allows you to sell them a lot more as opposed to going for the call straight away. So now they actually want to get onto a call. Now they're interested. And at the end of the mini pitch, that's when you offer times. So just to summarize that point, instead of ending your emails with, would you be interested in getting onto a call? Would you be interested in the service? Do you want to buy? This is what I see most people doing. Instead of that, what you want to do is make it as easy as possible for them to continue with the sales process. And you can do that by offering more information. The third way that most agencies do outreach wrong is by not using niche specific case studies. So I was working with a consulting client And before he came to me, he really just couldn't get his campaigns to work. And he was doing email marketing. So I looked at his outreach, and the clearest thing that I saw was he was mentioning case studies that weren't even relevant to the people he was reaching out to. So for example, before he moved to e-commerce, he was helping local businesses. So he was literally talking about plumbers, dentists, and the appointments that he generated for them while reaching out to fashion e-commerce brands. And as you can imagine, there's no affinity. The fashion brands are like, okay, but who cares? Like, I'm not a chiropractor, I'm not a dentist. And as stupid as it sounds, this was the thing that is stopping him from getting results, because he did everything else right. He had a great offer, he had a great message, he was using soft call to actions, but he couldn't get it to work. So the only thing that we changed were the case studies. Instead of talking about the chiropractor down the road, we just mentioned the fashion brand that he helped. And as common sense as it sounds, most people still don't do it. Because e-commerce, for example, is not a niche. Software is not a niche, right? We want to get it as specific as possible. So the extent to which we can make the case study specific to the person we're reaching out to is the extent to which they'll be interested. So what this simply means is that if you helped a supplement brand focused on the brain, so nootropics, and they're based in Canada, and they only have 5 employees, if you reached out to another brand exactly like that in Canada with brain supplements, with 5 employees, you will get way more responses because it's so similar. So whatever case studies you do have, you need to reach out to people who are exactly like that, and your response rates and your sales will just skyrocket. And that's the lesson. Make everything you do in terms of case studies, results, as similar to the prospect you're reaching out to as possible. So if you run an established marketing agency, at least 20K a month, and you'd be open to adding an extra 50, 100K a month, there'll be a link in the description where you can pick a time with myself or a member of the team, and we can talk about how we could potentially help you out. So if you want more videos on how to book more meetings, sign more clients, and scale your agency, I'll link my best 2 videos right here.